Good morning, it's your man Earl. Welcome to Morning Meditations. And today is day 83 on the calendar, and Illinois has number 2. Why is it Illinois number 2? Because our governor has issued a statewide self-quarantine. So we have 2 levels. We have a federal self-quarantine that's going to expire on April 1st, March 31st, and then we also have a state or Illinois self-quarantine that Governor Pritzker has issued that's set to expire. What I understand, April 7th, and I'm still doing more research on that. But for what I've seen initially, it is going to expire April 7th. So with that being said, what are we to do during this time period? And I want to address or look at 2 things. And this might be a part 1 and part 2 because I don't want to get past 5-10 minutes. I like to say around 5 minutes. So I want to look at what should your focus be right now. All right. What should your focus be right now? And I asked myself that question, and a lot of things came up. 3 things primarily came up. 1, your immunity or your health. 2, keeping your stress levels down. And then 3, understanding the environment that we're in right now. We talked about the Issachar anointing, I believe yesterday or Saturday. I'm not too sure. I didn't pull out my yesterday's notes. This is all fresh today. And by the way, today's day 83 on the calendar, Illinois 2. So I want to first of all, look at stress. And what should you be focusing in on? You should be focusing in on keeping healthy, staying healthy right now. Okay, what is stress? Stress is the state of mental or emotional or physical strain or tension resulting from adverse or critical or very demanding circumstances. All right, straight from Webster. Now, he's got a couple more, but I don't want to get into the physical, the physics and the biological, all those different things. I just want to look at the most general definition of stress is a state of particular mental or emotional or physical strain, tension, resulting from critical or adverse, very demanding circumstances. Otherwise, we are in a national stress situation. All right. And why is that significant to understand? Because stress, if not handled properly, can do what? Lower your immune system. And this is where we have to understand what happens. Okay. Stress, my notes, even in small amounts, can dramatically, can significantly, can adversely slow down or stop most of your healthy digestive functions. Now, why are we talking about digestion and eating, and what are you eating? Because your digestive system supports your immune system. It is said, this is just different people, okay? Because I'm a herbologist, I'm a vitamin guy, I'm a preventative maintenance guy, preventative medicine. So I'm not necessarily into the other side of health. I like to prevent. So you're going to get a lot of different information when you research preventative health care. All right. Some experts have said up to 80% of your immune system lies in your gut or digestive system. And I truly understand that because you can change your overall body makeup based upon what you eat in a 90-day period of time. Some people even say 30 days. Okay. So stress can be mediated. Stress can be looked on based upon what you eat. And this is tough for some people because some people, when they get under stress, they go right for what? Comfort food. And most comfort food is not healthy. Okay? Understand this. And we'll still get into today's lesson. Today's day 83, Illinois 2. Stress, anxiety, or stress and immunity. What is your stress when stress is activated? Okay? Remember, it activates the fight and flight response, okay, in your nervous system, which ultimately affects your digestive system, okay? And sometimes, you can have spasms, stomach spasms, esophagus spasms, even lung spasms, indigestion, bowel spasms, irritable bowel system. So you have all these different things that all come back to stress. And so you have to really look at and focus on right now stress. Don't get stressed out. Okay. And then immunity, staying healthy. Okay. And what do we mean by immunity? Your immune system. Washing your hands. Okay. Maintaining social distance. Not in a disrespectful way, but no handshakes, no hugs, 3 to 6 feet away from people. I like 6 feet. Making sure your children don't touch anything while they're out and about. Okay? And then most importantly, eating the right food. Okay? Eating the right food. You got to put them unhealthy snacks away now. It's time to really understand what you're in. Once again, Issachar anointing. Understand what you're in. Okay? Understand the time. Understand the season. Put away that unhealthy food. Okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Healthy food supports your immune system. Okay? And if you don't know what healthy food is, you can DM me or email me, and I can give you a list of some healthy food that you can start putting in your system immediately. Okay? Day 83, Illinois 2, looking at what should you be focusing in on right now? Your health. Okay, lowering your stress, your immune system, boosting your immune system. Okay, maintaining social distance, maintaining good food. Put away, get that junk food that you can eat every now and then. You can't be sitting at the house just chowing down all kinds of junk food, because when you do have to go out, then you'll have a compromised immune system. Okay, you got to focus in on your immune system, staying healthy, keeping stress levels down. Okay, and the last piece, remember, I talked about what should you be focusing in on right now? Understanding what season you're in, the time you're in, you're maintaining your health, and lowering your stress level. And how do you understand what's going on around you? Start doing some investigative research. So I looked up the Illinois version of the state of emergency. I'm not necessarily concerned about the federal, because the federal is what it is. It doesn't affect me as closely as the state does. Now, should you be aware of the federal one? Yes. Okay. Nevertheless, the state that you live in should take precedence over understanding the federal self-quarantine. Now, what's going on in Illinois, and why did Governor Pritzker activate it? Well, chiefly for precautionary measures. Why? Listen to what it says. Okay, when you activate the state of emergency in Illinois, it allows for federal reimbursement of state responses. So now the same epidemic, same pandemic that the country is fighting, whenever Illinois has to fight that same issue, whether it be a virus or whatever it is, right, the coronavirus, the state now can go back to the federal government to get reimbursed. So masks, gloves, face shields, all supplies, the state of Illinois can go back to the government, federal government, and ask to be reimbursed. Number 2, it allows state disaster relief fund, right? So if there's a national disaster, right, the state can once again redirect some of those costs to the Illinois National Guard, and also redirect some of those costs to mutual aid groups, whichever that is. Like I said before, do your own homework. And then here's what's also interesting. It allows the state to group together public safety response professionals, which means that the state now has the authority to redirect where nurses and doctors and practitioners can go. Law officials, firefighters, medical technicians, all those things now can be redirected by Governor Pritzker. So if there's an outbreak in, God forbid, a certain city in Illinois that needs more support, Pritzker can now pull nurses and doctors from other hospitals and send them to other places. And that's why you're starting to see some medical professionals talk about, if we get mandated, we have to go. This is the language that you have to understand what's going on. So if they get mandated, they have to go based on the state of emergency. Okay, they have to go. It's not an option because it's their profession. All right. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if Governor Pritzker has to maintain order, he can activate the National Guard. Some, which are already our doctors and nurses, but they can also activate it to maintain order or peace. Okay, and then the last piece, well, there's 2 more pieces, allows for expedited procurement, which means we can go outside of the state and go get whatever we need from wherever we need to get it. All right, go get more supplies. And then the last piece is authorizes additional authorities to protect public health, which means he can activate what's called, some people call, quote unquote, martial law. Some people call it activating, some people are sheriffs and deputies. He can go activate those people who are sworn deputies or sworn sheriffs. Like back in the days in the westerns, you'd always see the sheriff would have to deputize other men in the city when there was a large criminal band. So he would go and he would deputize certain people to act on behalf of the law. And this is what this is saying, is he can activate additional authority. So, if you are one of those individuals who is a gun-carrying, law-abiding citizen, and you've taken certain classes, and you're familiar with law enforcement, okay, he could deputize you, right? So we're talking about authorizing additional, okay, authorities. This is what he's talking about here, right? Okay. So with that being said, understand the times, understand what the executive order, state of emergency is for Illinois and whatever state that you might be in. Do the research, understand what the federal state of emergency is. What is the presidency of Trump putting out there, right? What's written. Don't listen to the narratives. Go figure out what's written, because that's what is real, not the reporter's narrative. Go look it up. I got it right in front of me. Okay, what should you be focusing on? Boosting your immune system, staying healthy, okay? Lowering stress levels. You should be focusing in on that. And then we did a video yesterday about what you should be doing or gathering on. That might have been Saturday. So these are the 3 or 4 major areas: lowering stress, boosting your immune system, okay, and understanding what environment that we're in right now. Okay, and once you do those 3, you can begin to lower your stress, because now you can assess the environment that you're in. Okay, lack of understanding can cause large amounts of stress because you don't know what's going on around you. So we have the time. You should make the time. Okay, and by the way, God can take care of you. Got the purple and pink God Can t-shirts coming out probably tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Monday the 23rd. So yeah, God bless you. God keep you. And remember, God can take care of you. Click the links below. Follow us on our social medias. God bless. Peace.